Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. So Cardano, no change to the scenario at the moment. If you remember, or maybe you're new on this channel, so we are looking here for currently a sign if the current correction is already over or not. So there is a slight potential that the bottom of the ADA correction is already in, but I don't find it very likely. That scenario would indicate or would happen if we count this, which is possible. I explained that yesterday in the video in detail. I'm not going to do that again, but we could count this as a wave 3. We could then count this as a wave 4, and the wave 5 would be here. Now, a slight problem with that scenario is that that wave 5 didn't come low enough. It didn't go low enough. Because normally what you want in such a scenario, you want to make with this 5-wave move down in purple, this would complete a wave 5 here in white, and this wave 5 should be lower than the wave 3 from the 12th of May. And that wave 3 from the 12th of May was at 38.5 cents. Now you can see that the wave 5, if this was the wave 5, it only got down to 42 cents. Not really low enough. All we would have needed is a slightly lower low compared to the 38.5 cents. Now, because this didn't happen, I am considering this downward move not yet as complete, and my primary expectation remains that we will see lower prices for ADA. Okay. However, we can currently see a nice upside in line with also what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing. However, the reason, the problem that I have here is that we have not made that lower low, and therefore my primary expectation has to remain even more than compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, that we will still see lower lows. There is a way, again, to count this in a bullish way, but it would be a so-called truncation, and that would just indicate, and this is basically an exception, it would mean, yes, the low was in here indeed, and what happened was that this wave 5 just was too short. Yeah, but it is an exception. It is possible. It often happens at the end of a cycle. In this case, a wave 5, sometimes in an ending diagonal that happens, which is one of the Elliott wave patterns. And it oftentimes happens when the bullish pressure is too high for the price to drop. But again, it is sort of an exception, and I don't really want to go that way unless I really have to. When would I have to do this? I would do this, or would consider this, if we go with this move up above the wave 1 low that you can see here from the 1st of June, which was at 53.8 cents or 53.9 cents. Should we really go above that level, I may have to consider putting that low in here, where you can currently see the wave 3. That would then be the wave 5, a so-called truncated wave ending, and I don't really want to go that way, but again, if I have to, it is a valid way of counting this, but it is just not very likely. And because it is not very likely, my primary expectation still remains that we are going to see a lower low, but I have to consider it if we go above the wave 1 low here that I mentioned at 53.9 cents. So at the moment, I did formulate here yesterday or even today that target area for the wave 4 here in purple. That hasn't even been reached, and currently it's looking like we are going to reach it, but no guarantee. The wave 4 could already be finished here. We nearly reached target area, but we just haven't done it quite yet, and therefore my expectation at the moment is that we are going to reach it, and that somewhere in this target area we are going to turn around. And this target area is located between 51.5 cents and 53.8. Now it shouldn't go above that ideally. Now, where is this, or how is this target area calculated? It here, the area between the 38.2% fib level and normally the 50% fib level. However, I have to reduce the target area down a little bit to make sure we're not cutting into the wave 1 price range here. So yeah, target area basically between 51.5 cents and 53.9. The minimum requirement for the wave 4 is the 23.6% fib level. That was at 47.9 cents, and we have already seen that. but we've already addressed or seen that with the wave A, so the wave C should naturally go a little bit higher. And this is what we're currently waiting for, the price to reach that target area, and then ideally at one of these fib levels or within the yellow target area to turn around in a wave 5. If we zoom in here, I mean, one possible issue that I have with this, so we could obviously say the wave 4 is complete, and we are now going to go down already. Now, it doesn't really seem like it, because what has come down here from that previous peak, you can see here, has been a 3-wave move down, which indicates the wave C isn't complete and it should still move a little bit higher. So that makes me quite confident to say at the moment that we should still get above the swing high here of 50.8 cents and get into the target area in yellow. And that would then be a good area to actually start to turn around. Now, you can also identify here, that might be very good for anybody who's doing some short-term trading here. I think you can identify here a channel, a beautiful channel actually, that you can also use for trading if you want to. That's up to you, of course. But that will be quite useful in determining when the downtrend is actually starting. At the moment we are holding in this channel, and this could push us further up. So a breakout to the downside would indicate the downtrend is beginning towards this wave 5 here in purple, and in white that would complete the overall correction. And my current target for completing this overall correction is anywhere really below 38.5 cents, below that really, and above 29.5, which is the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level. That is the lower support of this overall yellow target area in which we came into, and that we talked about many months ago, for the ADA correction here to be finished. So this is currently also working out, and I'm really watching this closely here now, because it all depends on, we're nearly there in this wave 4 target area. We could max this out and then turn around. Now again, if we don't stop there at the resistance at 53.8, 53.9 cents, then this will push higher, and then this immediate or imminent downward trending scenario has actually been invalidated. So really watching this closely at the moment. There is a slight chance now that also for ADA the low could be in. Now it is not my primary expectation yet. I will only consider this with a truncated wave if we cut in this wave 1 price area. Now you need to understand, I know everybody loves to have definite answers, but you need to understand that we're currently in a process of potentially turning around from a downtrend into an uptrend. And there is, of course, in this transition phase from a downtrend, which was very clear to us for the last few months, there is, of course, a little bit of, we're not sure. We're not sure, because we are currently in a turnaround space. Now that turnaround could be valid, it could happen now, the price has a chance to turn around, or it just won't. And therefore we need to watch the chart currently very closely. All I can tell you at the moment, there is here currently, my primary expectation is still that we are going down. There is a chance to count this as a complete wave down, which means this would increase the chances that we are starting to move up, and that we have completed this overall downtrend. But for me at the moment, there is no confirmed price action yet. Therefore, primary expectation has to remain that we are going to come down lower once more, and we are in this possible turnaround space. This is just everywhere at the moment. Bitcoin, Ethereum, because they all reached my target areas, okay? And this means they all fulfilled the requirements for completing these corrections. And we can finally look a little bit more optimistic into the future here with possible uptrends starting in the crypto world. But it is just too early to confirm it. Now, as I said to you in a previous video, this could actually turn into a head and shoulders pattern with a neckline around 43.9 cents. So if this gets broken, this will also send us further down. Okay, and that is my view about ADA at the moment. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.